Hello friends and everyone, myself Satyam sir, taking the second part of the management of natural resources of class 10th biology portion, starting with silviculture. Earlier we have discussed up till wildlife and forest, how to conserve them. Let us start with the silviculture. So my question is, what is silviculture? Have you heard ever about silviculture? Silviculture is a major program which has been taken by the government to protect the forest. When the forest has been completely replenished, completely cut down on the large scale, to again grow the forest in the large amount, is a major program which is taking place, which is known as the silviculture. The forest means the area which is completely replenished, completely cut down, and which is converted to barren land. That land has to again to be grown in a huge forest as a nursery, growing. It is a program which is in a sequence way by the government, which is running as a project, that is known as a silviculture. Means we can say that in short, deforestation should be converted into afforestation. So there are certain advantages. Now we will discuss what are the advantages of this project of the silviculture. The major advantage of this silviculture is, first, it maintains the water cycle, very important. Second, it makes the soil fertile. Third, it provides the timber and all the other requirements which grows economic purpose. And besides this, the program has some of the targets, like it maintains perfect water cycle, it prevents flood. Third, it prevents the soil erosion, it increases the area of the earth under the forest. If it grows the area under the forest, means we can say that when there is a less amount of forest in an area, by this program, by this silviculture, a huge forest can be grown. That means it will definitely lead to the growth of flora and fauna, which will be very good for our natural resources. In order to save the natural resources, we have some of the program, we have some of the movements which we will discuss in the second one. Example is Chipko andolan, which is very famous, which has taken place in 1970, and the case of khejri trees, which has been taken place in 1731. Let's start with the Chipko andolan. By the name itself it is clear, andolan. It has taken place in 1970. So what is Chipko andolan actually? It is a revolution. It is a movement which has been taken place in the rainy named village in the Uttarakhand in the Himalayan region, and this was a very huge revolution taken place. What happened in this? The people of that area, when the industrialists went to that village to cut down the trees in order to set up the industries and factories, the women of that particular village of the rainy named, they revolted against the cutting down of the trees on the large scale, because they know the effect of the forest, deforestation. They want to save the forest at any cost. The men of that particular village, they have not done anything, but the women of that village and the children, they together hug the trees, and by hugging the trees, they save the forest, and many sacrificed their life. And this andolan was very famous, and this led to the revolution for the conservation of wildlife and the forest. And the next one is the case of khejri trees. Actually, this khejri means the particular tree name, and this movement has taken place in 1731 in the Jodhpur in Rajasthan. And actually, the leader is also here, also the woman, that is Amrita Devi. Amrita Devi and total 363 people of that village, they revolted against the cutting down of the trees of this khejri, which has economic purpose. What happened here? They protested against the killing of the trees, and they sacrificed their life to conserve the forest, to manage the resources, to save the forest. That is their target. They sacrificed their life, and even today, because of this andolan, it became very famous. We have the direction to save the forest, and for this, the government has announced to give the Amrita Devi award to save the forest. So these are the movements which has been taken place in the earlier consequences. But today also we want such revolution to save the forest. Now our next step is the measures taken for conservation of wildlife. Measures means what the government is taking and what we are doing our duty to conserve the forest. First is very important to completely ban on the cutting down of the trees on the large scale, first of all. Second, the person who is destroying our economic purpose, that is the forest and the animals, okay, we should be, there should be there should be rules and regulation. Strong crime should be there, and he is strictly and severely punished. Third, which is very, very, very important, the establishment of sanctuaries, the establishment of museums should be there on the large scale, and we have to do the survey on the endangered species which is getting getting extinct, and we have to conserve them for the long time. We have to see this, and complete law should be made, and the law should not be made only in the record. It has to be followed by the people and by the government strictly. This is the measures of wildlife. Next is the water. When we are talking about the water, water is one of the major resources which is present on the earth, which is required by the human being in very high amount, and all, whether the plants or the animals or the small organisms also. So we know that today water is getting ending and the salt water is increasing too much. We have the enough water, no doubt, but the correct form water, that is the underground water, we don't have in the correct amount. It is getting end too much amount. To recharge it, we have to conserve the natural sources of the forest, and we have to construct more and more number of dams and also the other alternative sources to conserve the water. For that, we should have the proper water cycle, we should have the forest, we should have the tree. In this, I want to discuss some of the things, that is how to conserve the water and what is the steps to be taken for the conserving the water. That is the rainwater harvesting. In rainwater harvesting, we can do at the domestic level, at the village level, at the panchayat level, or at the high level also. For example, we have no place, suppose, in the house. We can construct the very simple, the rainwater harvesting can be done by constructing small dams in the villages also, big dams also, by constructing the canals also, by constructing the ponds also. There are various methods to conserve the water. That is the rainwater harvesting. We can do at the home also by conserving. What happens actually, the underground water is okay, but when the rain comes, generally the upper portion of the water, that is the groundwater, generally it is washed away. We should conserve these resources, these water resources for our future. How can we do this? By rainwater harvesting. That is, we can start from the domestic and end to the bigger level. We can do, and we have a good result for this. For example, the farmers of that village at a domestic level in the panchayati raj system, they construct the ponds nearby in the village with the 10 members or the 5 members. The main benefit of this is that they can do the pisciculture, fish culture there. They do the irrigation of the agriculture land. They should have a plantation, and they are totally, then water level also will come above. Means it can recharge the water level. Okay, that is one of the methods. By constructing the dams, that is on a bigger scale. What happens when the rain does not occur? During that time, the irrigation is very, very important. Plus to provide the facility of the water to all the population is very, very much in a greater amount. That is required, and this can be done by rainwater harvesting, by constructing the dam and canals. Earlier, what is happening? We have the wells, we have the rivers, and all the various types. We have the nadis, the various sources of water are there. But today, as the population is increasing in a very greater amount, this is a lesser availability of resources are available. We have the tube wells, we have the different forms of, we have the holes present under the water, but the level of the water is getting very declining to the greater amount, and even the resources is getting totally ending. So we have to conserve the water, and one of the major steps to be taken is to stop the pollution as well as the population. Pollution, why? Because when we talk about the water pollution is one of the major reason that will lead to the destruction of our resources. Example, we know that water is very important, but we should also know that the pollution of water should be stopped completely. Example, we are wasting the water. Example, we take the water for drinking, but the water resources which is available, like the river, like the pond, okay, like the wells, near that resources, no domestication, no daily use should be there. In the river, in front of the industries and factories, what is the waste, the pollutants are getting, then it is directly supplied to the river, and due to which the river Ganga, the river Narmada, totally it is completely polluted. We should stop this. That is we have to start from home also, because the proper supply of the water, that is the drainage system, should be made in a proper method, so that the water should be completely cleaned and it should be managed in a proper way. For example, you construct the drain. Drainage system is one of the major issue of today's in a local form. Why? Because the drain, when the water, there is no slope and the dirtiness is there. So we should build the different form of drainage systems. There are two treatments there: physical treatment, chemical treatment. We should go for the physical, not for the chemical, because chemical may kill some of the aquatic organisms present on the drain, which is beneficial for us, which can convert it into compost also, which will fertilize our field. And in the physical method, we can have a different compartments. We can construct the nets. We can have a khurpi and different compartments on the nets. When the drain has a proper slope, for the water is removed and we'll remove that particular waste from there. And this is the best method we can do. So our main oath is, our pledge is to conserve the resources, the best method we can. Later on, I discuss the first part and the second part. I will take the next part, that is the last part, that is the third part. Please like, subscribe and comment on my link. I will display on my channel. Thank you everyone.